Hello everybody, thank you for joining me for another grab and go craft. As you can tell, we are making wizard hats. Kind of like this. Okay. So when you get your bag, what you're gonna get is a piece of construction paper. It's a very big piece of construction paper. So that you have enough to do the hat and the ribbon and stuff like that. You'll also get some sparkly stars to decorate your hat with. And sparkles. You'll get a piece of string. You'll also get a sheet of stars and a sheet of moons you can color and glue onto your hat if you would like. You'll also get instructions. So this one is a little more intense, a little more than the stuff that we've been doing recently. But this is our first summer reading grab and go craft. So it's got to be much more. Okay, so you'll get stuff to decorate your hat. You'll get a piece of string. You'll get stars and moons. You'll get paper. What you're going to need on top of that is you're going to need scissors. You'll need a pencil. And you'll need glue, which you would have got last week, or if you got your own. You'll need a ruler. If you have one that's a more traditional ruler, like a full 12 inches long, that would probably be better. I don't. I just have this little guy. So, I'll make do. First things first, to make sure that your hat does not roll, such as this, although it looks very jaunty and cool, make sure that you lay your construction paper out flat. I did mine overnight, and as you can tell, it was pretty flat. It wasn't all rolled up. I just put some books on the ends, on the corners, so to make sure that it stays flat, because otherwise you got that, which is fine. It looks pretty cool, but okay. So first things first, you take your big piece of construction paper, which is, how big is it? 24 inches by 36 inches. I had no idea that they made construction paper that big, but they do. Okay, so first you need to make a cone. So what they say is take a piece of string. I think the string that you guys have is 17 inches long, so you can do whatever. So you want to make sure when they do, as you'll see on the instructions, is they do theirs with their pencil laying flat. I'm gonna try doing mine like this because it's easier to draw. So my pencil straight up. So you want to make sure from this end to the tip of the pencil is like 14 to 16 inches. I would suggest taping it because it makes it easier. I forgot my tape, so we'll just have to wing it. So what you do is, if you can see right down here in the corner, you either tape the edge, or hold it with your finger. Just remember that the yarn is kind of stretchy, so you want to make sure that it's consistently at the same, so all the way stretched out. So let's see if I can move this back a little. Okay, so what you're gonna do is, okay, you got it pasted here. Hold your pencil out. You start in the corner. And if your table is not empty, you draw an arc. Okay, so can you see that? You got an arc. Okay. So now you take your scissors and you cut it out. And this is going to make the hat part. So who's your guys' favorite wizard? Out of movies and books, who is your favorite? Could be Professor Dumbledore. It's a famous one that comes to mind. Gandalf the Grey, or Gandalf the White, depending on which book you're on. I cannot think of any other wizards off the top of my head. That's good. Okay. So now you have this thing. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll it into a hat. So they give you kind of extra room, so that way if you need to adjust it, you can. So this is kind of the hard part though. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if you've got issues too. So it's kind of overlap, but that's okay. Okay. So you got it kind of rolled into a cone. So if you guys want, you can make this into like a princess hat instead. So instead of doing the brim like this, you just make the cone, and then you can put like streamers or something off the top, and then you punch holes and put a string so you can stay on your head. Okay. Okay, so it kind of overlaps. So they suggest you fit it. Kind of put a staple there and fit it. That sounds kind of complicated. So I'm just gonna glue it. So, I had issues last time. The first one that I made, trying to fit it and then glue it. But I got a big head. You guys got small heads, so it'd probably be easier because you don't need as big a one as I would need. So, okay. So then you put a strip of glue and then glue it down. But if you have it kind of stapled, so to fit it to your head, actually, that'd probably make it easier to glue. But my glue is drying because I just having a hard time. Okay. Okay. And then you want to give it a good push. Get it to stick. There you go. Mine has a hole, but that's okay. So that the heat can rise. I don't know. On this one, as you can see, I kind of had issues with it as well, but it kind of, on this one, it kind of folded over, kind of like that. So, whatever works, right? Whatever gets the job done. Okay. Okay. You got your cone now. Ta-da! Alright, next step. It says cut fringes at the cone's base, about an inch apart. So I'm going to use my ruler because I'm like that. You can guesstimate it however you want. When I did this one, I did them about 1/4 of an inch, and that is actually, it's kind of small. I didn't really give much space for the gluing. So I'm going to try and do that a little bit more. So this is kind of what I did. But however you guys want to do yours. you can do it your way. Because everybody does things differently. And that's what makes us so amazing, is our uniqueness. No two brains work alike. That's why they say two heads are better than one, because then you have different ideas from different people. Okay, almost there. Okay, so the first time what I did is I was trying to be particular. As you can see, I put a little mark on my scissors. So I'd kind of be precise at 1/4 inch, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to wing it. So. And then you go and you just cut up the slice a little bit. Okay, so after you do that, you fold the little tabs up. So you just go around and fold them, because these are what you're going to glue the rim of your hat to. Okay. Oh, and with the stickers, with the star stickers, there's more than they said was going to be in the package. So on the outside it might say you only get 8 stickers on the instructions or something, but you'll get a lot more. So don't worry if you got more than what it says. So okay. And in the instructions on the next step, okay, so look, now you got a little fringe. Okay, so the next step, yours will be in color. It shows a little compass right here, but we don't have one of those. That's what this is for. This makeshift is a makeshift compass, the string. So, okay, so now you got to measure by diameter. This is where having like a real sized ruler will come in handy. So you want to measure the inside right here. You don't want to measure to the outside of the fringe, just the inside where your head will be. Okay. I'm gonna guess 6. 6 inches is the answer. Okay. So, okay, so put my pencil in here, this, so you want to measure out, for me, 6 inches, so I might do a little bit over 6 inches. Let's move you down here a little bit. Okay. Because last time, I had issues getting it on. I don't know if I didn't measure it right or not. So I'm going to do a little over what it says. So, that's about 7 inches, 7 inches. So, let's see. 1, 6, 7. Okay. I think that's about the middle. Okay. So, if you can see, I got little marks. One right here. Oops. And then this is the middle point between this other point. So this is going to be, this right here is going to be the inside where your head goes, okay? Oops. And Miss Millie's got a big head. Big head. So mine's going to be bigger than yours. Okay. So then what you do is, remember your string is kind of stretchy, so you want it stretched pretty tight so it'll stay. I think that's part of the problem with that one too, is I didn't have it stretched all the way tight. So, let's see if I can show you. Okay, so my middle point here. Sorry guys. Tripod's only as good as the user. Okay, so the middle point here. The end point here. So you put your pencil here, you hold this pretty tight, and then you draw a circle, and it should automatically go through this point over here. But my table's kind of lumpy. Oops. Okay. So, you see the circle? Okay. So now, what you need to do is do one a little bigger than this. So this you're going to cut out because this is where your head's going to go. So you need to do one for the brim. So you got to figure out how big you want that brim. And you put your string in the center. And I'm going to go right about here. I may have to be doing this video again, guys. Tripod's a little weird though. Okay. So look. I'm going to go right about here. Stretch this over here. Okay. Okay. So, oops. Pencil here, right there. Okay. Oh, shoot. And around we go. Ugh. I got dents in my table. I'll do it this way. Okay, close enough. So now, take scissors again and cut it out. Okay. Okay, and the rest of this is garbage. Okay, so now you gotta cut out the center. So what I usually do is I just very carefully poke a hole through. You might have your parents do it, but then I just cut across here, cut across there, and then cut out the circle. So cut it just like that, and then cut each half circle out. Okay, so now you got your brim. Perfect. So now you take your hat, put that down, kind of flatten out the little tabbies, throw this over, and look, a hat. Okay, now that we know it fits great, what you're going to do, I'm going to use some of this, is you glue the tops of these tabs so that when you put your brim back over, you can squish it down and it will be glued. So I just take my glue stick, kind of run it around. So what's nice about these little purple ones, you can see right where all the glue is. So if you miss a spot, or you don't think there's quite enough, go back. See, purple. And who doesn't love purple? Okay, almost done. Oh boy, almost done. Don't dry out. It's kind of warm up here, so my glue is drying really quickly. Okay. So, brim goes over the top, and then you just push it down. Give it squishes. Squish, squish, squish. And like I said, if you don't want to do a wizard's hat, you can do a princess hat. And just not do the last few steps, cutting the tabs and stuff. You can just leave it as a cone, and then you can put some frillies on top or whatever, give it decorate. Okay, so look, there we go, a wizard hat. Ooh, yes, very jaunty. Okay, so now at this stage, you take your stars. You got these sticky colored ones. Oops. Let's see. Pull them off. Stick your hand underneath so that you can do it without squishing it too much. And give it a stick. For the moons and star things, color them, cut them out, glue them on there. It might be easier if you're gonna do these ones, to glue them on before you try to roll it up. I don't know, I just have trouble rolling it, so maybe it's just me. But, okay. We got a few stickers to put on. Okay. And there we go. Yay, wizard's hat. Ta-da! Alright. Thanks again for joining me. I just realized I look like a traffic cone. Woo-hoo-hoo. Thanks for joining me. I will see you guys next time for the next craft.